displacement map. Go to luminance. Luminance for both the displacement, horizontal and vertical. Set the displacement map to our affected one, which the one with the effects on it, which is our second one there. And then just play with the displacement, just to give it, you know, the displacement that it needs. Every footage is going to be different, whether you want it bubbling, you know, under or over. It's really going to depend. You just want to give it the displacement so you can tell as this passes through, the effect passes through, it ripples the background. You just want to give it just that wiggle, you know, that wiggle. But you also don't want to distort, you know, it's not that you don't want to distort the image. You don't want to move the image away from it too far. So you have to be careful. Move it a little bit. Okay, you want it, there we go. Alright, that's basically all I want. Now, now to see a full preview, since I got the cam program, it's not allowing me to show the full resolution as I'm doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and do a preview of this, and I'll pause it and come back. Alright, we're back. Let's go ahead and preview that. As you can see, most of the stuff I do is in slow motion, you know, because it gives it a better look when you're doing this kind of thing in slow motion, this effect in particular. Because, you know, you're supposed to be showing that you're running fast, but in slow, like time mode or whatever. Because the effect just, you know, if you go through it real fast, you don't really see what's going on. Okay, like I said, you know, this was just a quick run through of all the things that I do normally. I mean, I kind of don't like, you know, it's a little glowy. I don't really like the glowy. It's a little bit too glowy. I don't really like that, but, you know, if you want to change it, just open up that comp again and click on it and just play with the settings. What you might want to do is, once you do that, bring a guide layer in your main footage, bring it under and right click on it and choose guide layer. This way it doesn't show up in the other comp to where it affects your footage, your displacement. And just once you're in there, just go ahead and just, you know, play with the certain settings until, you know, you get the look that you want. I kind of have too much echo in there. I didn't really like the amount of echo that I had. Turn down the decay a little bit. Didn't like how much glow I had for sure. Just gonna, you know, leave it like that. Directional blur, I'm not really interested in on this one. I mean, that's basically all I really do. I mean, you can go in the middle of the outline mode right here, adjust your fine edges, and bring in some of the body trail, and, you know, the full body trail, which would be this way, or just go, you know, half and half or whatever. Kind of gives it a thicker look. Let's see. Turn down your starting intensity. I mean, there's so many different things that you have to adjust. It's just going to really depend. Maybe even try this. No, I like composite on front for this. That all looks, you know, looks cool. Maybe my displacement, I kind of don't like. It's a little bit too bubbly there. Like that. It's hard to, a little bit trickier to do this when I got the Camtasia going. Things stutter and a little bit, so. Okay, so basically I kind of like that a little bit. I may want to add take my fast blur, put it after the turbulent displace. Maybe to smooth out the edges a little bit, so they're not so sharp. Let's go with a 2. Add some glow right above there. It's good. And of course you can change, if you want to change the glow. If you don't know how to do that, just go to, if you don't like the original colors of the whole glow, which like I said, you can see the hand color here. If you don't like the original colors, just go ahead and change it. Go to glow colors, change it to A and B colors, and whatever these colors are, that's what color they're going to be. So if we want to make more of a, add the fire color to it, select color A, and then color B, like that. Now when we adjust this, it's going to add the fiery colors to it. See, it just gives us extra colors to play with. You know, I kind of like the natural color look. I like the colors that you get from the original footage because it just looks nicer. But it does, sometimes it doesn't hurt to add the extra colors to it. You know, if you want that extra red or something like that, like a super look, you know, add the red to it. Let's go see how it looks in our displacement. Alright, let's try setting this again, overlay. Let's try making a duplicate of it. Sometimes that kind of works too. Make a duplicate of it and set one to like add, one to overlay, one to color. You know, there's all different ways of doing this. One to possibly soft light. That's not too bad. Add one to lighten. No. One I think has to be add for sure. So you'll get all different looks. You know, you just gotta screw around with it until you find something cool. It's basically all I do. I just keep trying all different blend modes, and you know, until I find something that looks nice. Switch them around. There's just never a one setting deal. It's just whatever you're going for at that particular moment on that scene. You just gotta play with it. Like that. That's basically all, you know, that's it. Can't really think, I mean, there's other stuff I'll probably get into in another tutorial, more advanced stuff, but this gives you the basics on what I do. There's no presets you need. You know, basically all this other stuff was done in my presets in my previous tutorials that I promised the presets to, but it's basically all I did with the turbulence and stuff. What I do for the turbulence also in the presets is that one special thing for my evolution. I adjust the evolution over time. This way it kind of wiggles the trail a little bit to kind of give it a flowing motion. So basically all I do for that is, let me set that. I go to, if I want to do that, I just go to keyframe 0 and for evolution, and then I turn it on. I make sure this is reset. This is for turbulence displace. Then I go up, say 60 frames, and I set another keyframe for the evolution. I set it to 1. Click enter. This way, in 60 frames, it revolves one time. Okay, so, and this is, you know, that usually seems about the right speed for this to rotate, and you'll notice this thing will revolve. Now, to make this happen, say if you have like a 500 frame clip, to make this continually happen, just alt click on the little stopwatch for evolution, and under here you write out the expression loop, capital O-U-T, the little quotation mark things, the little round bracket thing over the 9. I don't know the stupid names for it. Backwards. The 1 over the 9, quotations, continue, quotations, and the 1 over the 0. And that's it. Loop out, continue. And just click in somewhere. And now this will continue throughout the clip. So if it's a longer clip, this will continually revolve every 60 frames, a full revelation in 60 frames. So it just gives a cooler look when you're doing that. Let me turn this back down. Turn my glow off, which I did. Let's go back.